Hello, everybody. I'm Chandler,
And I'm Celeste.
and this is
True North Terror.
Welcome to the first episode of True North Terror.
We don't know what we're doing, so be nice to us.
Yeah, please be kind. I've got a pretty cool Wendigo episode lined up here. The script is kind of all over the place. I'm a terrible writer, so I think Celeste's episodes will be a lot more refined.
I think that's pretty descriptive of our personalities,
Yeah.
though.
I just kind of make it happen, but it's all good.
You're the tech guy.
Yeah. I'm here to make the mics and everything work. So
Yeah. We need that.
I'll just read, which is going to be very difficult for me. So
Reading can be hard.
We'll go from there.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, very. Oh,
Me
shit.
too.
I just remembered something. I need to show you something. Because I wanted to show it to you, and I just remembered I got my cool bag. But we went to a store on Sunday after we went out with our friends. They had vending machine with tarot cards.
What?
Yeah, so I got a tarot card for me, and I got one for Lexi.
What was Lexi's?
I got the Ace of Pentacles, and she got the Eight of Pentacles.
Did you search what it means?
Yeah, she had one. I have my meaning in here still somewhere. Here. So mine is new luck, new opportunities, resources, abundance, prosperity, security, stability, manifestation. They feel the need to create and to feel the ground beneath their feet. The person wants to grow.
That, you know what? That sounds pretty accurate for you right now, I will say.
And then Lexi's is something about doing stuff for themselves and wanting to prove something to themselves, not fulfilling others, fulfilling themselves.
Self-care era.
Yeah. So it was cool. And it was $3 at literally a vending machine.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
To drop out the tarot cards. And they were the only ones left.
Oh,
So
that is kind of cool, yeah.
It was cool. But I forgot that I had it in my bag and I wanted to show it to you.
It's pretty dope.
But anyways, let's get into these Wendigo cases. There's some cases from history. There's kind of a lowdown on if you guys know what a Wendigo is or not. There's a few different, depending on what tribe you're talking about.
Different types of Wendigos?
Yeah. So the OG Cree will have a different view on what the Wendigo was, or the Ojibwe will have a different one. Algonquins will have a different one. But anyways, it all starts in the cold forests of Ontario and Quebec, where snow can fall for half the year. There's a story older than any written history. A creature whispered about in the depths of winter when starvation looms and trees feel like prison bars. It's not a monster in traditional sense. It's something far more ancient. It's like a spirit or a curse. This is the story of the Wendigo, a creature of Algonquin legend, born out of famine, cannibalism, and greed. And though it comes from myth, the Wendigo has found its way into real lives, real crimes, and current folklore. The Algonquin people, including the Ojibwe, Cree, Innu, and Micmac, have lived on the land for thousands of years, and their oral traditions are vast, layered, and deeply respectful of nature. But among these stories, one of the most feared is that of the Wendigo. According to legend, the Wendigo is a spirit, sometimes described as a towering, humanoid, skeletal, and rotting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really gross.
Sounds super cute.
Sometimes it's got glowing eyes, sometimes they have antlers or horns, but 100% of the time, their heart has turned to ice.
But is it on the outside or on the inside?
Sometimes it's on the outside, but all the time it's
ice.
The heart is ice.
Oh, it sounds like me a little bit. Am I a Wendigo?
And the hunger is endless. So
I am a Wendigo.
Yeah, there you go.
This episode is actually all about me.
Yeah. It's not born in a cave or summoned by magic. It's born in the heart of a person who turns to cannibalism.
Okay. Maybe not quite me. I'm on my way. Not.
Hopefully not on a cold Manitoba night.
Okay, but also, have you seen, I don't know what museum it is, but I was reading about it, and it's like, what is cannibalism? And it was saying like, okay, is cannibalism like chewing your nails? Is it like, if you like pick a scab and eat it? But like, is that cannibalism?
Like would self
count? Yeah, but like if you're chewing your nails and like, is that cannibalism?
I don't think so. Like,
but it makes you think.
When you look at the definition of it, I think it's eating.
It's like
another of the same species.
Yeah.
So like,
suppose.
Whoa, excuse me.
The Wendy's is hitting.
My Wendigo.
Your Wendigo.
But yeah, it's spooky. Cannibalism is a weird topic.
It's so taboo.
Yeah. So that's where it all starts. In the dead of winter, when food is gone and the snow is piled high, if a person resorts to eating another human being, they risk becoming a Wendigo.
Oh.
Yeah, not just their body, but their soul is corrupted. So the transformation is like very spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wendigo becomes a cursed being, forever hunting, never satisfied. It's a warning against selfishness, against excess, against survival at any cost.
I kind of like the lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, but also I feel like if I was in a situation where I was like in a really cold climate and it was like just me and one other person and they like already died and I didn't have any food, I'd probably eat them.
Yeah, I mean,
like if you don't have a choice,
yeah,
right? Like, I don't know, they're already dead.
Yeah. Like, I guess when this was coming up, a lot of these people were good hunters.
Yeah.
But the people who ended up being Wendigos were probably like really shitty hunters and couldn't provide for themselves.
Right.
Or like when it says against excess, like over harvesting the land, like taking too much, not letting the deer and the rabbits and that like repopulate before eating them all, and then the shitty hunters can't eat anything.
Yeah, so they end kill each other,
resorting to cannibalism and becoming Wendigos.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, like I said in the start, different nations describe the Wendigo slightly differently. But the Cree
that works.
It works. Those are words. The Cree say it can possess people, that even thinking about it or saying its name too often can bring it closer. Like what does Morbid call if you're not supposed to say it?
Oh, flesh pedestrian.
Flesh pedestrians, yeah. they're like that, where you're not supposed to think about them or talk about them too often.
Well, we're screwed.
Yeah. According to the Cree, the Ojibwe describe it as over 15 feet tall, its bones poking through its thin skin, lips chewed away by its own teeth and hunger. Some versions say it mimics voices, calling people in the woods with a sound of a loved one. Others say it's more abstract, a spirit of greed that infects the mind.
I hate that.
Yeah.
15 feet tall, that's literally 3 of me.
Yeah, it's a lot of human.
That's a lot of non-human.
Yeah.
And also, like, one of the things that freaks me out the most is mimics.
Yeah.
Like, that scares me so much. Or, like, the stories of flesh pedestrians being in, like, the... I can't think of it. I want to say Alapashan, but that's not it.
Appalachian Trail.
Yeah, the trails where they'll be like, yeah, you hear a baby crying or whatever, and it's like, if you heard something, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the mimic. The mimic vibe is not the vibe for me.
Doppelgangers.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Don't be doppelganging me.
Yeah, there was a big boom of that, like, 2 years ago with that analog horror stuff.
Ooh.
Do you remember that trend?
No, but I'm on a Facebook group that is like for doppelgangers. So
Oh, that's wild.
people post pictures of like, who's my doppelganger?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, are we dating the same
Oh,
guy? Are we dating the
it's
same
actually
doppelganger?
doppelgangers. I'm on that page too. It's so good.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, some indigenous scholars and elders say the Wendigo isn't just a monster, but it's a metaphor for the destruction caused by colonialism, capitalism, devouring of the land and culture. So it's a pretty layered story with a lot of meaning, and it's so easy to kind of push it into current pop culture. There's tons of games, books, films, series where they pop up. For example, like Ravenous was a film from 1999. It's a dark comedy horror about cannibalism in Sierra Nevada, directly referencing Wendigo lore. Antlers came out in 2021. Recent horror film where a small town boy harbors a Wendigo around his home. It's like part of his family. It's a good movie. It's worth a watch. The Last Winter, Wendigo spirits or Wendigo-like spirits appear as symbols of like climate change and destruction.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
New hot take.
Yeah. Books, Pet Cemetery, the burial ground is tied to Wendigos.
Okay.
So I think it's directly like in the book. I haven't read Pet Cemetery in forever, but
no, I've seen the movie.
Yeah, the newer movie is like very much like, yeah, there's definitely Wendigo here.
Okay.
But the book was a little bit, I think it was a little more like subtle. There's a short story by Algernon Blackwood from 1910. It's a classic horror short story that helped popularize the Wendigo legend in Western literature. For TV shows, Supernatural, the first season, the second episode is titled Wendigo, and they fight Wendigo in that one. I haven't personally watched Supernatural. Is it Dean and his brother? I don't know.
I haven't watched it either.
They fight a Wendigo in the second episode because it's stalking some campers. Hannibal's a big one.
Oh.
The Wendigo shows up a lot.
Yeah.
As like a symbolism for his...
Yeah, I never even like pieced that together.
Because obviously Hannibal Lecter's a cannibal. He eats people. So the Wendigo shows up quite frequently in that show as like a symbolism for his hunger. As for video games, a lot of games don't really get it right. They really stray from the mythos. So personally, I think Until Dawn from 2015 is probably the closest video game adaptation of Wendigos, and even that is a little bit strayed away, but there's some lore in that game that's pulled directly from Algonquin myth.
Okay. So they tried.
Yeah, they tried. And then they had a sequel, like a spiritual successor called The Quarry, and it's almost if you mixed Wendigos with werewolves.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a good game too.
A Wendawolf.
It's a little different, yeah. I couldn't add it to this.
A Wendawolf.
Wendawolf.
New cryptid.
Yeah. But the Wendigo has transcended folklore to become a lasting horror archetype, the monster that is also human, the hunger that can never be satisfied. But now, let's dive into some real cases here. So, because there are real historical cases of people in Canada being accused of being Wendigos or of Wendigo possession, the most famous one was a man named Swift Runner. In 1879, Alberta, in the middle of winter, Swift Runner was a Cree trapper. He arrived at a Catholic mission claiming his entire family had starved to death.
Oh boy.
But when police investigated, they discovered something horrific. Bones, human bones, boiled, broken open, stripped clean, some children's skulls crushed, and his wife's remains burned. So the police deduced that Swiftrunner had murdered and eaten his wife and children.
Like, why would you report that?
Yeah, self-report.
Like,
self-report to the max.
But like, seriously, like, you just turned yourself in.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, they all died.
I don't know if he was... well, he claimed he had been possessed. Excuse me. He claimed he had been possessed by Wendigo spirit, and that the hunger overcame him. Something evil entered him during the long winter. But he was arrested, tried, and hanged at Fort Saskatchewan in 1879. So he was the first Canadian to be tried and hung
as a Wendigo.
For being a Wendigo.
Damn.
Yeah. Case B, we've got Jack Fiddler, 1907 in northwestern Ontario. So if we travel east into OG Cree country, this one's a hard name that I was talking about earlier before we started recording. Gizhigo Gaba, or to settlers, Jack Fiddler.
Don't come at us. We tried to put it into.
I tried real hard, but I couldn't get anything to.
We tried to put it into the translate thing.
Yeah, but they don't have OG Cree or any Ojibwe Cree, anything like that on Google Translate. So
we tried.
I tried. I'll just call him Jack or Fiddler. But he was a respected chief and shaman, and he claimed to have defeated 14 Wendigos. Not antlered beasts, but people in his community, or people his community believed were possessed and on the verge of killing and eating others during famine. So families sometimes asked him to stop a loved one's transformation.
So they were asking him to kill their loved ones?
Yeah.
Before they became Wendigos?
Yeah. Before someone else got
Sounds
killed.
Like he was a bit of a serial flea killer.
Yeah, I think 1907 there was a guy running around killing people and saying that their families asked for it.
Yeah, or he was like, you know what? They got the signs of the Wendigo. I'll take care of it for you.
I got you. Don't worry.
Good Lord.
Yeah. But in 1907, the Royal Northwestern Mounted Police arrested Jack and his brother Joseph after the death of a Cree woman, Wahasa Kapiqua, whom they believe was becoming a Wendigo. Jack died by suicide in custody before the trial, and Joseph was convicted, later pardoned, but died 3 days before the pardon was delivered.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, early 1900s.
Yeah, like he could have died from a cold.
You got scratched and you died.
Yeah.
Or like, I broke my toe. Well, we should probably cut it off, and then you die of blood loss.
Yeah, like someone looks at you wrong and you die.
Yeah.
But that is like really interesting, all the timing of it, and also him killing himself.
Yeah, like he kind of knew.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I'm busted. But
this case marks a grim collision between traditional law and Canadian criminal law at the turn of the century, like 1900, 1907. That's, we're getting Canadian laws and stuff kind of in place.
Yeah, like, we're Canadianing.
We're trying. we're trying to figure it out.
Canada-ing.
Yeah. But for some of the people in the community, they thought it was protection. For the province, it was murder, and he was convicted. Right?
I'm going to go with martyr.
Yeah. Completely different legal universes, but he was killing people. And then we've got some 19th to 20th century references, like Hudson's Bay Company journals, missionary letters, oral histories recorded sporadic incidents in northern Ontario, Quebec, and Manitoba, famine-driven cannibalism, killings to prevent a turning, and ritual cures using fat or grease, sometimes described alongside the dramatic image of vomiting ice as the spirit leaves. That's where the ice heart thing comes back for all of these.
So they were saying that people were yarfing up ice?
Yeah, after they were cured.
As they were okay.
Yeah. I mean, hey, these records vary in reliability. Many
You know
were
what?
filtered.
I will believe anything.
Yeah.
That's a problem with me, is that I will believe anything.
Yeah, fair.
Why not? Why not
Yeah.
believe it?
Why not? We're already believing so much. Like,
Yeah. Why not believe it?
there's records.
If you can't prove it right or wrong, I'm just gonna believe it.
Fair enough. But they were filtered through outsiders' agendas, but taken together, they show how communities tried to police the boundary between hunger. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, stories of Wendigo possession and Wendigo killings appeared in northern Quebec, Manitoba, and Ontario. Several people were killed by others claiming they were becoming a Wendigo as a way to stop the transformation. Like I said earlier. This 20th century Western scholars decided that they were going to label a phenomenon, a culture-bound syndrome. They're labeling it as Wendigo psychosis.
Okay. Were they like trying to say that it was like mass hysteria?
Kind of.
Okay.
So Wendigo psychosis is a culture-bound syndrome where a person, often under extreme winter stress and isolation, develops intense cravings for human flesh,
Ugh.
fear of becoming a cannibal, and visions of monstrous transformation. Swift Runner, the guy we talked about earlier, is like the textbook case of Wendigo psychosis.
Okay.
That is actually a recognized phenomenon.
Case. Well, I feel like if you're like starving for days and days and like your body is shutting down from cold, like you're going to be hallucinating.
Yeah. Your brain's
and like
toast.
You're just desperate for like anything. So like I get it. But yeah, it's kind of like I can see how and especially like in the 1800s when groups of people or tribes were so secluded from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And then they just like can become more obsessed with like a single idea because there's no outside influence.
100%. So it's a vacuum chamber, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Echo box.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But here's the controversy. In the 1980s and 2000s, anthropologists and indigenous scholars pushed back, arguing that Wendigo psychosis was overdiagnosed by outsiders who didn't witness the events and who misunderstood a spiritual moral framework as a DSM label.
Also fair.
Yeah. So others countered the credible eyewitness accounts exist and that the syndrome can't be dismissed outright. The debate is ongoing and it matters because how we name something decides who gets to own the story.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's fair. So, yeah, like if it's coming from indigenous culture.
Yeah.
And like their story is spiritual and that's their explanation and reasoning behind it, then that's what I'm going with.
Because it's either Westerners calling it a mental illness or a spiritual danger, or we're just totally misreading it.
Yeah, I'm going with the OG source.
Yeah, I would say it's a spiritual thing. But maybe it's all of the above, really. And like who's talking about it? What case it is?
That's true. Like it doesn't have to be either or.
Yeah.
Because there could be situations where it was a spiritual experience.
Yeah.
And it could be situations where people had heard about the Wendigo and started to like see or feel symptoms or get paranoia. Mm-hmm. And instead of actually becoming Wendigos, they were just paranoid.
Yeah. They're so scared of the idea of it that their brain is, But the real question people always ask is, do people still see the Wendigo? The short answer is people still report things that they interpret as a Wendigo, especially in Northern Ontario and Quebec. These are anecdotal. Some are internet age campfire tales, creepypastas, but their details still echo older fears. So we've got a sighting from Algonquin Park in Ontario. This is from Winter Backpackers account on, I think this was a Reddit post.
Okay.
But two backpackers on a shoulder season loop report a thin, gray figure moving between black spruce at twilight. Too tall, too fast, they say, with a chemical sweet rot smell on the wind.
Ugh.
Yeah, like
that
sweet. That decomp, that sweet smell of decomposition.
Yeah.
They hear voice mimicry, a man calling "help me" in a flat tone, then the same phrase from a different direction. They ended up retreating to a frozen beaver meadow and hike out by headlamp. This motif, mimicry, decay odor, unnatural speed, repeats across several Algonquin area anecdotes, but none are verified. So the anecdotal composite's consistent with online reports. Sighting 2, we've got Lake of the Woods, Kenora area.
Ooh.
That's pretty close.
Yeah,
to
it's
us.
like 2 hours
That's
from us.
not far at all.
No.
The Cave of the Wendigo lore.
Ooh.
In the Kenora region, guides point to a rock shelter nicknamed the Cave of the Wendigo. Campers report screams that distort into animal sounds, tracks that start mid-trail, emaciated silhouettes glimpsed across the ice near island shorelines. Local paranormal writers collect these, but again, there's no primary documentation. It's living folklore that keeps people respectful of the off-limit places.
Mm-hmm. And like, I know one of the theories for a lot of cryptids and like a big Bigfoot theory is that they live in like an alternate plane and they can like get here through portals.
Right.
So like the footsteps or the tracks, whatever, coming like in the middle of nowhere. I wonder if that's like a portal for Wendigos to come through.
Could be. We've got another sighting from southern Ontario woodlots. This is another internet post. There wasn't any tags or anything for it, but there's a number of posts on different forums, Reddit, describe single file deer trails ending at deep bare human footprints. The sound of footsteps pacing just beyond headlamp throw and mimic family voices trying to lure people off a trail.
Ugh, I don't like mimics.
Scary stuff. But these stories spike in late winter when food is scarce and the nights are long. They're not evidence. They're just modern fear language mapped onto old teachings. Don't wander alone. Don't answer voices in the dark.
Don't help anyone.
Yeah, don't help people.
Yeah, don't help anyone.
But it's basically just using folklore as survival tips, right? Like that's what a lot of elders would. Don't go off in the dark. Like you're gonna get lost. That kind of thing.
I was literally just visiting with my other grandma and grandpa, and when we were growing up on the farm, we like lived on the Red River, and there was this log that looked like an alligator. And our grandpa didn't want us to go to the river, so he told us that it was an alligator.
There you go.
So it's like, yeah, man, whatever works.
Be safe.
I never went near that river because I was not going to no alligator.
It's dangerous. It's real fast.
Oh yeah.
There's a crazy undertow if you're not careful.
And it's dirty.
The Red River is very dangerous.
Yeah.
If you're not knowing exactly what you're doing, and even if you do know exactly what you're doing.
And it's infested with gators, so.
Yeah. Gator logs.
Gator logs.
But today, the Wendigo still haunts the imagination, but also the land. In northern Ontario and Quebec, elders still tell their children not to go into the woods alone, not to wander too far at night. That greed, isolation, and desperation makes the spirit stronger. In some cases, people have been found lost in the forest in winter, having had episodes of confusion, hallucinations, or mania, and whispers circulate the Wendigo had touched them. So they might not get like directly possessed, or their soul might not be completely corrupted by the Wendigo.
They had a brush with the Wendigo.
They get touched by it, or they see a Wendigo, and it kind of corrupts their mind a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's spooky. But it's not just a monster, it's a reflection of starvation, trauma, greed, a world where survival sometimes comes at too great a cost. It teaches a lesson that taking more than you need or turning your back on others in desperate times makes you inhuman. The Wendigo isn't just out there in the woods, it's in here too, in the heart, in what we're willing to become to survive.
In the icy heart.
Yeah, the icy heart. Historically, communities had processes, elders watching for warning signs, hunters appointed to act if someone became dangerous, ritual cures focused on re-oiling a person with fat. Like we said, how they would be puking up the ice.
Yeah, they had Wendigo Watchmen.
Yeah, Wendigo watchmen and hunters.
I feel like that just goes to show you like how truly deeply they believed in it.
Yeah. They were scared.
Yeah.
They were scared that it was real and they were going to be
like
eaten by
they
Wendigos.
were actively protecting themselves against them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But the strict sharing rules in winter camps, breaking those rules, like hoarding, leaving people behind, cannibalism wasn't just a crime. It was becoming Wendigo.
Mm-hmm.
So once you're Wendigo, you're outcast.
Yeah.
Right? Or you're killed.
Once you're Wendigo, there's no going back.
Mm-hmm. Today, many Indigenous scholars read the Wendigo as a metaphor of extraction. The idea that colonialism and capitalism behave like a hungry spirit, devouring land, language, and kinship without ever being satisfied. Lesson holds: take only what you need, keep the circle intact.
I mean, our generation is like so over consuming.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a good life lesson for now.
Yeah.
Like, we're such over consumers, our generation.
Consumerism
now.
is insane.
Yeah.
Labubus.
Yeah. So
like mystery packs.
We're all on our way to being Wendigos.
Yeah. I bought tarot cards out of a vending machine. If that's not consumerism,
I don't know. I think that's pretty fair.
It's cool, but it is like 100% consumerism, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
but that's just another thing.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, even just like people don't want to buy anything secondhand, or everyone needs to have everything new all the time.
The trends that die out in months.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you bought all this for what?
Yeah.
Now it's worthless. Like, but the Wendigo is like a moral compass for the winter. It says when the world turns hard, don't abandon each other, share, stay human, because once the cold gets in, once you justify the unthinkable, the hunger never stops. But the cure for Wendigo has always been communities, right? Where they're like sharing and not over hunting, not over harvesting, that kind of thing. But I want to take a moment to say the legend belongs to the indigenous people of the land. Like, it's a sacred story. It's not just a spooky horror tale. We're guests here, and these stories deserve respect. If you want to learn more, I recommend reading directly from indigenous sources and authors. I can put some links in the episode description, that kind of thing. The show notes. But yeah, it's not just about the fear. It's about balance, respecting nature, and each other.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good lesson. It's like having community, respecting each other, not over consuming, like respecting your land and nature. Like, what else? What more could you want?
Yeah, it's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, it's a good all around, like, how to live your life, not to become a Wendigo.
Don't become the icy heart monster thing, demon.
Yeah.
Be respectful, take what you need. Don't be greedy. It's good. But yeah, I thank you guys for joining us for this episode of True North Terror.
The inaugural episode.
The first one. If you noticed my cat jumping around.
We're not sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sorry.
He is the star
he lives
of this
here.
show.
This is his house.
He's
I just pay for it. Show.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, thank you for joining. Be nice to us. We're very sensitive.
Yes, please share.
And yeah, please rate, please share. We will have a giveaway that we'll be posting on our social media. So definitely take a look at that. And we will see you in the next episode.
The next one, I think that's your case, right?
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
That might be a two-parter, you were saying?
Yeah, it could be. So prepare to be traumatized.
Scary one. I'm just going to sit here and react like a little baby.
I forget our sign off.
Stay spooky, True Northers.
Terror is closer than you think.
We're working on it still.
We're new here.
we're not set up like all those other podcasts.
We'll be trained professionals by next time.
By next time, maybe. We'll see. Thank you.